Hello and welcome to the latest QDN e-news. I'm Stacy Miller, one of QDN's board directors, and I'll be reading today's QDN e-news. Our board has two positions for appointed directors, and I'm very pleased to have been at the board for the past 4 years. I'm a lawyer and I bring this knowledge and expertise to QDN's board. On the 30th of June, the NDIS review report, What We Have Heard, was released. This report outlines what the NDIS review team has heard so far from you. The report outlines a range of questions to dig deeper to help gather people's insights into key areas of feedback that have been identified. And they also want to know if they've missed anything important to you. You can share your ideas through an online survey and in several other formats, including by video and by phone. A link with more information is below this video. The NDIS review just isn't about the 10% of people with disability who receive funded supports through the NDIS and how the scheme can work better for them. It's also about people with disability who aren't eligible and how the mainstream and other supports in the community are working or simply aren't available. The NDIS review panel are also having a special live-streamed national event, What We Have Heard, moving from defining problems to developing solutions for a better NDIS. This is on Monday, 17 July, and Professor Bruce Bonnie-Hady and Lisa Paul will be leading this online event. The link to register for this is also below in this video. QDN will be engaging with members and putting together responses to this report, and will provide more information about how people can connect and give feedback in coming weeks. Now, what would you do if your rent went up tomorrow? Would you struggle to afford the increase? That's the reality for Queensland tenants every day. Whilst the Queensland Government is currently considering Stage 2 rental reforms at the moment, QDN wants to continue to hear from people with disability about your stories and your experiences so we can represent what is happening day to day for people. Please reach out to us at QDN if you would like to share your story. This is a chance for us to hear your voice. The Australian Government is also seeking submissions on the rental affordability and the impacts this is having on people. Submissions close on 28 July 2023 and QDN is writing a submission for this inquiry. The Australian Government, through Department of Social Services, is also preparing the Disability Services and Inclusion Bill 2023, the bill. That's going to be introduced into Parliament. The bill is drafted to repeal and replace the existing Disability Services Act 1986. That act was established in 1986. It gives the Commonwealth the power to fund a range of disability services and programs. It also regulates the certification of service providers and sets out the standards that they must meet. Disability supports and services have changed since the current act began more than 3 decades ago. Influenza, or the flu, is a highly contagious viral infection that you're more likely to get in winter. The best way to protect yourself is to get vaccinated every year and have good hygiene. We have included some information from Queensland Health below this video and how you can stay safe from the flu this winter. Michelle Moss, QDN's CEO, and Sharon Boyce, QDN's chairperson and chair of the Queensland Disability Advisory Council, are both members of the Accessible Taxi Services Working Group that is being convened by Department of Transport and Main Roads. This working group includes taxi company representatives, including regional taxi companies, disability representatives, the Taxi Council, and Transport and Main Roads. The group is working through the issues discussed at the Taxi Roundtable back in February. QDN will continue to provide further updates on the progress. The Disability Royal Commission has published a research report which reveals the lack of available, accessible and culturally responsible services for First Nations people with disability. 22 recommendations have been made to improve service availability and accessibility. If you have any stories about housing, taxis or public transport, please get in touch with QDN. This is an opportunity for you to share your voice and we would like to hear from you. Please email Steve Coulter at scoulter@qdn.org.au. That's SCOULTER@qdn.org.au. More information about everything discussed today can be found below this video on the QDN website. If you have any questions about what we've covered, please get in touch with us on 1300 363 783 or email qdn@qdn.org.au. Thank you for having me and for tuning in to QDN e-News today. Have a great day.